road to the White House can be treacherous, particularly the crucial stretch that passes through frigid New Hampshire. John McCain's resurrected his Straight Talk Express and hired a snowplow, well aware it won't be an easy journey.
The next president of the United States, John McCain.
John McCain excels at these town hall meetings. He's surprisingly funny, although his style is fairly subdued.
They're the most professional and highly trained military we've ever had. The bad news is
it doesn't take long for the subject to turn to the issue that could make or break his candidacy, the war in Iraq.
I'm aware and you're aware, and certainly this brave family here is aware of the fact that the war in Iraq has been frustrating, it's been mishandled, and Americans are saddened and frustrated by the fact that we have not achieved the success that the American people had every right to respect.
John McCain doesn't just support the war, he supports the so-called surge, the plan to send thousands of extra troops.
John McCain has done more than just embrace George Bush's failed policy in Iraq.
Left-wing groups are already using the issue to target the senator.
It's John McCain's idea to send tens of thousands more soldiers to Iraq and to keep them there with no timeline for bringing them home. The McCain plan to escalate, going from bad to worse.
Most Americans want the troops to come home, but John McCain won't back down.
Many political pundits have said that McCain is wrecking his chances for being president of the United States because of his support of this new strategy. But I can't worry about that. I have to do what's right. How could I allow any political ambition of mine to interfere with what I know is right for this country?
New Hampshire takes its politics seriously. John McCain won the Republican primary here back in 2000, upsetting the frontrunner George W. Bush. The Texan went on to win the nomination, but the senator from Arizona won credibility. People here still like John McCain, but that doesn't mean they're going to vote for him again.
4 years ago, I would have thought that he was, but I couldn't consider him now because of his position on the war. He's off my list.
I like his integrity, okay? I like his programs, and I'm supporting the troops.
I like his stance. He's very good. I just think my only concern is his age and his health.
I certainly think he has a lot of experience, but I do think he's a little bit, I think he's a little up in age at this point to be running. I mean, but, you know, I think he could do the job, but I think at some point we'd probably only get about 4 years out of him, so.
John McCain is 70, and if elected, he'll be the oldest president to win a first term.
There was a poll done recently that asked Americans, of these categories, would you vote for a Mormon for president? Would you vote for an African American for president? Would you vote for a woman for president? Or would you vote for someone over 70 for president? The one that more Americans opposed voting for was those over 70. So more Americans are willing to vote for a woman than someone who is as old as John McCain will be if he gets the nomination. That's a big negative for McCain to handle.
In 2000, the senator ran an insurgent campaign. Pundits called it the McCain Mutiny. He portrayed himself as a straight shooter from Arizona, someone outside the political mainstream.
McCain tried in 2000 as the maverick, as the insurgent. He failed, so he made a tactical decision to go with the establishment. And while that has paid off a little bit, what he's lost is that excitement among independents, which was the keys to his victories in New Hampshire and Michigan.
If the establishment figure tends to win, why isn't John McCain, the establishment figure, doing better than he is now?
It isn't working because it's against who he is, and it's against his record. The Straight Talk Express can't handle a U-turn. It's tough to turn that bus around.
For a number of reasons, I think the dynamic has changed and his time has passed. He has become of Washington more so than he used to be. At least that's my perception.
Mike Moffat is a professor of sports management at a college in New Hampshire. He's politically active too. 7 years ago, he supported John McCain. This time, he's helping a different candidate, former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney.
And I love John McCain, actually, if I can say that. It's just that on some of these issues, he just no longer represents my perspectives the way that Romney does.
The New Hampshire primary is still 10 months away, and despite his advantages, John McCain is an underdog. It's an accustomed and probably not unwelcome role.
Gamboa a call, will you? We're forming up. It's back at our headquarters. Take care, Senator.